Heyo, and welcome back to my Starfield playthrough. And last episode, it was somewhat botched because of the fact that we had a power outage during the stream. So that was fun. Came out of nowhere, and it lasted a good while. So I did have to end the stream. Of course, I couldn't exactly end the stream until I get power back, so it was still going on for like a whole another like 4 hours past when it like 3 to 4 hours past what it was doing. So thankfully, the game did autosave just as I landed. So I did get. So I do get my. So I don't have to retrack anything, and also I figured out how to take off my clothing. I mean my spacesuits in spaceport like this. So yeah, here we are. We're at New Atlantis, which is the capital of the United Colonies.
Attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at launch.
They just took a different shuttle.
So yeah, so let's do a little bit of a look around. I want to go see if there's a store real quick. Let's see.
It will be scanned as you enter the city.
Hotel and shopping. Let's
Please
go
keep
here.
moving. Okay. No bounty. Clear visit.
So I'll look around, sell some of the stuff that I got. Besides my succulents, which I'm gonna dump into my ship. Viewport. I'm assuming this is the hotel. Oh, this is a bar. Interesting. There we go, Jimson Mercantile.
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly it is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
Interesting. So that's like a sounds like a clothing store here, and among other things. So
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on display. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Oh, please, take a look.
got open. So nice looking sidearm. Ooh, that's nice looking. Ooh, it's expensive though. Let's see, it's got recon laser sight, reflex sight, muzzle brake, armor piercing rounds, and high powered. Whew, I don't have the money for that. Got a little bit of. Did you pick? But it's probably one of that. Never have too much digipacks. Advanced nutrition. Beer. I'm not sure beer is nutritional. So yeah, like very much is like Fallout, where like food restores health, and then drinks, especially alcohols, like provide like buffs and stuff. Yeah, and also you have drugs too with this. That's a good one there. I have to keep those using. Med pack. Alright, so there's no weapons I can definitely sell. Keep you because you have good value. You have good damage against humans, so I'll keep you for right now. Cutter. I'm gonna keep all my guns for right now. 2 of those suckers. Let's sell those. Space suits. I only have 1 space suit, 1 pack. 2 helmets. So we'll sell that base helmet and then the pirate helmet. So,
Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Thanks for coming in.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard.
The
Contact him if
lodge
you're
is
interested.
here in the
We'd
city.
all appreciate it.
We shouldn't keep I will keep your items safe, Captain.
yeah, I don't like how that gave me like a little thing right there. I wish it would just like. Got a bunch of these suckers. We'll keep the clothing just in case I want to swap something out later today. Yeah. I should just take all of that.
If you require help carrying any items, I will assist.
If it belongs on your... Oh, please, take a look.
Normally I would cut something like this out, but I figured like you know, probably. Oh wait, this is to sell. My bad. I was in the buyer. I figured that, you know, just show you guys the store before I eventually start cutting out some of this stuff in future videos. Oh wait, oh fuck.
Oh, please, take a...
Those. This is good because we're getting some money out of these. Here's. Thanks, apparel. Yeah, we'll sell that. %5 chance of research sudden developments. Interesting. Cover. Yeah. So these outfits actually apparel have benefits. Huh. This also has some radiate. These also have benefits too. So it's not just like visual, just a visual thing. They actually have benefits. Interesting. We'll keep that. That looks nice. That would probably look nice. My ship. Levitating desk planet. Interesting. Looks. I'll keep that too. That looks cool. Keep succulents. Should probably keep these playing cards. I feel like they might need them or something. I feel like there might be a playing card game. We'll keep that too. Can't sell my succulents. I need all my succulents. I got quite a few of these ones, so weird purple color. I don't need. Alright, we made some decent money off of that. So
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Selling art is a bit of an art itself.
sound like you have
Dealing in
something.
art is more exciting than one would think. Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
Our first side quest.
You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple. Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated. Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I've procured.
Interesting. So our first side quest, and I can already tell something's gonna go horribly wrong. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be just a simple pickup job.
In a sense, my trade doesn't necessarily need me to be tied down in one location. Because of that, I travel all over the settled systems. I'm here now for an opportunity, but before this, I was in Aquila. Before that, Neon. In my line of work, I can't afford to stay in one place for very long. Other than being an art dealer, there's not much to say. I grew up in Neon, and I knew I had to get out of that place somehow. I did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this path I'm on now. I never thought I'd do what I do, but I suppose life can be surprising.
All right.
See you.
So yeah, he's this is definitely some shady business going on here, and I'm assuming something bad's gonna go down. So,
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
neither can I, Bosco. Neither can I. Let's see. Let's go check this out first. I want to do my first ever little side quest. Where is it? Thought you're not that far away.
I don't think this day could get any better.
Is it? Ah, it's an elevator. Going to the well. Let's go, Vasco. Oof.
I agree.
Such a dirty place in an otherwise clean locale.
Hi, how are you doing?
Something definitely shady's gonna happen.
You think my folks would be okay with me joining the same community?
Your folks, they say once that
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settled systems. And they like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony war.
Good to know.
If there's something you need, no matter what it is, either I have it or I can get it. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her, and I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
Kirsty's blown my cover.
No one she's sent so far has had any hint of a sense of humor. So either she's getting craftier, or you're not working for her. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. Thanks for your business.
I'm curious. There might be
I
some,
thought
like-
the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is.
Interesting.
We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're going to have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest the spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet.
Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, this is where we can start getting like the odd jobs and stuff. Cargo hauling sounds fun, you know, especially since I kind of wanted to go the whole Han Solo playstyle.
But you need something, yeah?
just thinking about it.
Hello. Spaceport.
Everything good? We're here to help.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays. Shh! Are you crazy? Keep your damn voice down. I must say, that's not the reaction I was expecting. But you're right. World of art is quite exciting. Well, if you go about it my way, that is. It's all part of the game, my friend. It pays to get your hands a little bit dirty. It pays very, very well. But I digress. Thank you for your discretion. Now that our little transaction is complete, I should be on my way. Take care, Let's not talk about this again. That's of no concern to you. I told you at the end of our business that we will not speak about it. Do not mention my work again. Goodbye.
Alright then.
Up the well. It's about time, if you ask me.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
Interesting. Mass District.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
So I told them sorry, but I am not traveling halfway across the galaxy to be yelled at by your mother.
Damn. I get what that. I understand what that guy's saying. Who'd want to travel halfway across the galaxy to get yelled at by their significant other's mom?
You're still fighting the call. We just need to.
So far, so good. Like, nothing glitchy has ever happened so far, yeah? Also, there's a lot of people. Like, holy crap. That's just like a...
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
We'll make sure she knows.
It's interesting.
I'll see you at the
Kind of cool. Yeah, I like this. This is a nice looking game so far. I mean, I have it on ultra settings right now, so... I mean, I wouldn't say it's like the nicest looking game out there, especially, since it's a, pretty massive open world game. It's not like one of those, like, linear story driven games where they can afford to have, like, really good graphics, but, like, yeah, so far for the type of game that it is, it does look pretty good.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
Oh. So the rain effects could have been a little bit better. I mean, it's making the stairs look a little weird.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
I know this is not like a feature of this game, but like I'm wearing headphones right now, and like when Bosco's talking, depending on where my camera is pointed, it changes where exactly Bosco's voice is coming from and what year. I've always thought that to be a neat feature of games.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that. It's the Apollo lander.
Think what I'm suggesting is so outlandish? All the phenomena. And what I'm saying is the most impossible theory?
You two keep going.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Ugh, this is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. She's here, with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noelle, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
To imagine. We thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Ooh, hell yeah. Jump pack. Oh, 8,000 credits. Thank you. Let's go on, Tom.
Ever since I got here, this is fun. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. It was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Checking in. Seeing how you're doing.
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter is quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I wonder when I get to see this dream house thing. Because one of the traits I took is that I spent a shit ton of money apparently on this expensive down payment on this expensive house, and I have to pay it back out throughout the game. So I
You
wonder.
don't fool me for a moment, Walter. You love it and you know it.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Ship model.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy! We've always considered ourselves explorers. This really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Nice, nice. Exotic bottle. Woo! Got a lot of value. What? Take that. Oh, Book of Moby Dick. Just in a little storage unit. Nice, nice. Nice old school ship there. Accessible. Binoculars. I'm just gonna take things out of people's rooms there. I'm assuming that crate over there, I'm gonna need more. You can just steal things out of these people's rooms. Ooh, desk glow, take that. Take that. I'm just gonna steal everything from these people. Sell it. Supply closet. This is a very modern looking supply closet, not very futuristic. But I guess this isn't like going to be like a very futuristic looking game. It's probably gonna be based more on hard science. Cooking! Let's see if we can cook here. Alien sandwich. What? Alien jerky. Oh, membranes. Let's make some alien sandwiches. 5 alien sandwiches. You don't know what meat's on them until you taste it. Dartboard. scroll holder. Stealing from these people. Just gonna... Dracula. Another Moby Dick book. That'd be books go for a lot. Holy crap. Same thing. Just take a bottle of alcohol. Monkey suit culture. They're just taking everything. What's going on? Ooh, report on Constellation. Just gonna take those creds. Just gonna leave them sitting around there, especially someone who's a bit of a kleptic. Steal everything. Just taking everything I go. Just gonna steal everything. No idea what that is.
I am at your service, Captain.
Just taking everything off. They have like no problem with it.
Okay, then.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, clearly the sarcasm center of your brain is intact. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years. We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Remember, your reppers stolen any sacred relics recently?
Very funny, Walter. You know Constellation's been keeping me busy.
I know you too well to believe that. You've got to have a line on something.
All right. There's a chance that a 15th century edition of Aquinas Summa Theologica is out there. I've been asking a few questions in my spare time.
Let me know how it turns out.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Jesus. The first one was a paperweight. I love that. Leave it to humanity to not even question something and choose as a giant paperweight.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits. That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts. Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Take care of yourself.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
Oh, it's a gun.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. You've done this before, eh? Wise words. We watch each other's backs. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Ooh, permanent reduces fall damage by 5%. Interesting. So, wait, where's my jump? Did they give me the jump pack yet? I think so, right? Yes. Basic boost pack. How many credits do I have right now? So yeah, I'm gonna try to do at least some of the main story stuff for the series, and then some side stuff on the in between. So I'm also thinking about, oh, there's a blur effect here. Oh, so I finally get my dream home now. Let's see. System settings. Maybe display. Let's turn off the motion blur. I'll keep that on. Turn motion blur off. Ugh, hate motion blur. Yeah, that's better. But finally, I just got a quest for my dream home. You have. This is one of the traits that I took. You have a 125,000 credit mortgage on your dream home on the planet, let's say, in the Olympus system. You will have to keep paying a weekly mortgage payment unless you either pay off the loan or let Galbank foreclose on your property. For either of those, you need to go to Landry Hall, Hollefeld at Galbank's New Atlantis branch. So I'm assuming that as long as I have the credits, it just automatically posts it. Okay, let's go and let's go see this Vanguard guy here. Go, Embassy District. Cloud in the sky today.
Best of your abilities, and to uphold the values.
I'm not joining the Vanguard. I'm gonna be a scoundrel.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
You should just.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? Whoa, where have I heard that line before?
Ah, I say the same thing every time John tries to get me to re-enlist.
I'd surrender. Can't blame me for trying, right? All right, here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. What? Nah. Sol system is as quiet as a coffin. It'll be fine.
That means it's not going to be fine.
I'm sure you two can handle it. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
So yeah, we're going to
Not
the
at
Sol
all.
system. No.
My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs.
She said the name of the game. She said the name of the game. She said it.
Very well. Next time, then. Bye for now.
You see that scientist out in front of Mast? Staring at trees. Sounds upset. Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right?
Down to the transit. Ooh. Another activity opened up. Wonderful. Let's see, how do we get down to the transit system? Ah, here we go. The transit. Yeah, I mean, so we're going to the Sol system, guys. We're going to our home system, you know? Maybe I can get some dresses like that.
Another day, another credit.
Spaceport.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the net.
Wow.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Something. Hey, let's go over to our pals at Mercantile, because I want to go and sell some of the stuff that I just borrowed from the lodge.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Oh, please, take a look.
Any new stuff? You. Keep you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. We'll keep the nautical compass. That would actually look kind of cool on the ship. We'll keep that on there too. Ooh, so I got 15,000 credits. Good.
Appreciate the business.
A diplomatic visa? You got it. Invoice haven't needed.
It's the law, sir. And that one's still on the books. New Atlantis Security Charter 2308 Addendum, Article 2,
someone's
Section 8.
calling me.
You
I'll
made
have
all
to
that up. There is no
go
such addendum.
back.
The war ended almost 20 years ago. I am Representative Evans Chisholm of the Freestar Collective. I've been coming here for months trying to ensure continued peace.
I don't make up the laws, Representative. I just enforce them. You have a good day now. Someplace else. Stay safe out there. How are you today?
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? Did you not hear? They won't let me enter the city. Me, a political envoy who comes here constantly trying to help prevent another war. And this is the thanks I get? They won't let me enter without a diplomatic visa? Ridiculous. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestar Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Thank you. I'll wait here until the embassy sends the cavalry. Not like I have much choice.
Is there a problem?
Sidonia is an industrial town. People there tend to be concise. No problem.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying.
Wow, you look.
Right, but isn't it going to confuse him? He won't even recognize you. I feel.
Listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Now, who exactly are you? What? Oh, you. You really look like you know how to use that thing. I have an eye for talent, and I have a feeling about you. Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative. Good. Great. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. What I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, the fee you get will be huge. Yes. So, we got a Galaxy-class con took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam. And Dieter Maliki jumps system. He's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead. We don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. Well, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious about dodging your civic responsibilities. I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current. I hate to end on this note, but, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs for me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds. Apply today.
Yes, exactly. It's like
When someone insults you.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Free Star Embassy. Is there something I can help you with? Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
The MC is no friend of yours.
Of humanity, peace and war, back and forth, like forever.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future.
As always, all Galbank transactions are secure and guaranteed.
Good luck out there. I mean it. Right. Small home in the Olympus system, right? There's a balance on that property. Argos Extractors negotiated a very fine loan for you. There are weekly payments, but if you miss a payment, no big deal. It's a pay-as-you-go type of affair. But I think we'd all be happier if you dealt with the mortgage one way or the other. Certainly. So there are two ways to take care of a loan for good. One's easy. Just pay off the balance, then the house is yours, free and clear, and you are one very happy new homeowner. The other option, less ideal, is just walk away and we foreclose on the property. Absolutely. Take all the time you need.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Easy for you to say, top of the class.
Infinity is huge. Like, staggeringly huge. Just look at it.
Where this will all lead. Sounds good. Lead on. Head to my crew position.
And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Bye.
Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
On the hall, multiple leeches in the grab drive. Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
Anything I can help you with? Hey, what can I do for you? I'm sure you can find something you like. Sure, have at it.
What do you mean there's no...
Have any
Will
idea
it?
how far we've
Looking at you.
traveled? How much money we spent to reach your mind?
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
Get a lot of new faces, pal. Been serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. He's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially when it's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine. Agreed on a discount, right? Let me confirm the amount. Okay, let's talk. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back home.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
Get this ship moving. Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No, no other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a vanguard had flown by recently. No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say. No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our vanguard was heading to next. You worship the Great Serpent? Well, lucky for us. All right, I'll broadcast out over our comms system. If this works, we should be able to get to that satellite without them caring.
Okay. Pretending to be a religious zealot who believes in a dreadful cosmic entity. Perfectly normal. Oh, Great Serpent. Bless this communion that we may walk in Jinan Varun's footsteps, that he jumped from the Sol system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence, that he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace, that you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
They speak the litanies of the promised. Let them pass. Be grateful that we observed Janon Varun's commune with the Great Serpent today. Even such a bold recitation will not save you from judgment next time.
Yeah, I know. The whole place is decommissioned. But I need parts for emergency repairs. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean yet.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Earth. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever. It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much. Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.